When the Tian Ji star is in the spouse palace, it actually means that it's very easy to have relationship problems, cheating, affairs, health issues, or getting back together with old flames year after year. Hello everyone. For every new star in the spouse palace of the natal chart, plus this whole series of teaching videos on the 4 transformations, I don't know if everyone supports it, but as always, there will be people who come up to criticize me. Criticism is fine, but please, everyone, use academic arguments when you criticize. Or for some things, it's simply that our viewpoints are different. For example, regarding the issue of Tianxiang turning Ji. I just think it's Tianxiang turning Ji. Haha. I also have videos and articles explaining to you why Tianxiang transforms into Ji. At the very least, what we talk about won't be something like, oh, Tianxiang can't transform into Ji because it's a prime minister, or saying Tiantong must transform into Ji because of some reason. Haha. To be honest, I find this kind of argument really strange. What you're talking about isn't really based on academic theory. It's just your own perception. This kind of argument is like saying all men are unfaithful or all women are a certain way, right? Sai, if you put it that way, then all parents in the world are always right, aren't they? If I put it that way, then what about those parents who beat their children to death? What about those kinds of people, right? And what about the men who stay faithful to one woman their entire lives? Don't they exist too? So, when we're discussing things academically, it's really hard to use this kind of argument. If you want to argue with me about this, you can just leave. If you think what we're saying makes sense and is reasonable, and you find it accurate, then please stay and keep listening, okay? Now, let's talk about the Tian Ji star. This time, I will explain the Tian Ji star in the context of natal chart and marital energy. For the Tian Ji star, if you've been watching our channel, you'll know that when we discuss this star, the most fundamental thing is that when we talk about the stars, we always tell everyone that to interpret each star, you must grasp its most basic core value. So where does the technique come in? What is transformation of Kui? Every star has transforming Kui. For the Tian Ji star, it's goodness. This goodness has 2 meanings, kindness and adaptability or changeability. Many find this difficult to grasp when learning about the Tian Ji star. Why is that? Because when the Tian Ji star is in the spouse palace, it actually indicates a situation where relationship problems are likely, things like cheating, affairs, health issues, or lingering entanglements with old lovers that just can't be cut off. So every time we get to this part in class, when we talk about its kindness, the students will bring their ex-boyfriend's chart and say, "Iba, teacher, this person keeps cheating." Then I can only tell them, no, he's just changeable. But the students feel very distressed. So is he kind or is he fickle? Why is it like this? It's just like when we talk about Dao Shu, there are many stars, and each of these stars actually has a very deep and complex side. In Chinese education, it's very easy to teach people to see things from a single perspective. Why is it that if someone is kind, they can't also be changeable? When I'm with you, I'm very good to you. That's kindness. But if I stop loving you and leave, that's being changeable. These two can exist at the same time. They're not in conflict. You might say, but if someone is kind, they shouldn't leave me. Well, kindness isn't just about being kind to you. Maybe they're also kind to someone else. Of course, when studying fate and destiny, the most painful part is that we can't accept that people can have many, many different directions in life. Now, Tianji Xing is exactly this kind of situation. The main idea of Tianji is that it's someone who doesn't like things to stay the same, but at the same time is also a kind person. So often when it comes to emotions, they have to decide whether they should be kind or whether they should pursue what they truly want. This kindness can also mean that, for example, when an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend comes back to them, they can't bear to reject the other person, which might make you feel like, oh, this woman is unfaithful, or what's wrong with this man? But that's just their kindness. In astrology, we often encounter this kind of issue. People think that kindness should correspond to certain behaviors. But that's not necessarily the case. What we see in the chart is simply their nature, and their kindness is their value. That value doesn't necessarily mean that this person will be loyal in love. They might be loyal to their ex-boyfriend. So no matter how long you've been with them or how good you are to them, if their ex comes back for them, they'll leave because their loyalty is to their ex, not to you. But that doesn't mean people like this can just be dismissed. So does that mean people with the Tian Ji star are always so changeable in relationships? And does it mean they're always so unpredictable? Oh, actually, that's not necessarily the case. Why? Because we still need to look at each star, what it opposes, and what kind of transformations it encounters. Today, let's start by introducing the Tian Ji star. As for the Tian Ji star, if it's in the Qiu position, it happens to be paired with the Tianliang star. And then the Tian Ji star, if it's right here, will be paired with the Tianliang star. This combination of Tian Ji and Tianliang is quite interesting. In this pairing, when Tianji and Tianliang are together, it tells you that this is called good at strategizing and talking about military tactics. On a deeper level, it means that he only talks big. He just talks about things, but doesn't actually do them. So he's usually seen as lacking in action. However, in this paired configuration, he's seen as restless, unstable, and prone to moving around a lot. In this kind of situation, at first glance, it might seem that if my spouse palace is occupied by Ji Liang, then I am a very well-behaved person because I want stability in my relationships. But if it's the paired configuration, then I want change. So these two groups, one is usually seen as more stable, while the other is seen as changeable. The fundamental reason for this stability or change is because Tianji is accompanied by the star Tianlang, and Tianliang, simply put, is the star associated with elderly people. The elderly will teach him, when you want to make a change, think it through carefully, don't act recklessly. That's why it's seen as stable. But on the other side, if the opposite is Tianliang, why is it instead seen as changeable? It's because, why is that? When this elder is working as a child laborer, he's helping you think more, but when he's outside, this side represents how each position performs externally. If I want to do good deeds and be a good person in each position externally, of course, I need to take action. In addition, if I have a restless heart, then I will instead become changeable. Why is that? One is that the position will change while the worker will actually be stable. This is the basic concept. But this basic concept, what will it be affected by? It will be affected by the influence of the inauspicious stars. In other words, I originally wanted to be steady, but suddenly a surge of destructive intent comes in. The inauspicious star refers to those uncontrollable emotional impulses within us. Oh, so I might become changeable because of that. Of course, between these two groups, this group is relatively stable, while this group, if you add any star to it, it will change. Now, what about the transforming agent? The transforming agent refers to an inner sense of emptiness, right? If I feel empty inside, of course I'll want to do something different. But if I'm in this group, while I want to do something different, there's always that old timer next to me telling me, you should think it over more carefully. So I might have a lot of ideas, but I may not really want the current situation to change. But what about the group on the other side? Oh, then it's more likely that they would want to change the current situation. Basically, these two groups have this structural difference, this kind of difference. And then adding in the four transformations of the Tianji star, basically all four transformations are present. Also, Hua Lu, Hua Quan, Hua Ke, and Hua Ji are all there. Hua Lu, Hua Quan, Hua Ke, and Hua Ji. When it's in the natal spouse palace, if Tianji transforms into Lu, if the natal spouse palace has the Tianji star, we generally consider that person to have a lot of ideas. They hope that their relationship won't be stagnant, and they also want their partner to be someone intelligent, someone who can bring them a lot of new ideas. Because the natal spouse palace reflects the type of person you like and the kind of treatment you hope to receive in a relationship. So, when the Tianji star is in the natal analysis palace, we can interpret it as, I like intelligent people, people who have a lot of ideas, and I hope that my relationship won't be monotonous. Of course, we also need to look at what star is in the opposite palace. If the opposite palace is Tianliang, he would also sincerely hope that his personal relationship, relatively speaking, is much more stable and enduring, and that the specific person he ultimately meets is truly more mature and understanding, someone who can genuinely bring him a wealth of valuable life lessons and profound experiences. If his attitude towards relationships is integrated in this way, it means that he has a lot of ideas and he knows how to seek out knowledgeable people. Since he wants to find someone knowledgeable and someone smart, of course, he himself can't be Zi. So this kind of attitude towards relationships makes it easy for him to have many opportunities in love. If he just sits around every day, not wanting to accept new partners, how could he possibly step into something extra that originally didn't belong to him? Of course, he would just remain stuck. For example, with the pillar of Tianji and Jumo, if he himself is someone who is willing to embrace different changes. And then, if he puts some thought into romance and is open to flings, of course that will create many opportunities for him, many chances for different people to appear in his life. In the group of Ji and Liang, it's the same. Elders will advise you to think carefully. If there is also a Sha star coming in at the same time, then of course he will also feel it. Wow, so I have so many opportunities. What should I do? Well, the elders at home will tell you that you need to behave yourself, but for those with the Gong star, in this group, they'll feel like, oh, I have so many advantages coming my way, and outside I want to be a good person, hoping everyone gets along with me. It's easy, especially with the Sha star added in, to be very nice to others, which can easily lead people to misunderstand your intentions, right? All right, so what if it's Hua Quan? Okay, with Hua Quan, basically it's a more stable situation because I want to be in control. Even if there are many opportunities, usually I still hope things remain steady. without too much change. Even if there has to be some change, it shouldn't go beyond the level of Lianji so that it's still manageable. Alright, so when it comes to Hua Quan, it's relatively stable. Even in the case of opposition pairs, at the very least, if it wants to cheat, it will first think about how to get rid of the old one before making a move. Then it will first secure the new one because it wants to stay in control. Now, what about Hua Ke? Basically, when it comes to emotions, Hua Ke cares more about whether it can gain a good reputation and praise in a relationship. Can they get it? Or people think, wow, you're a really great person. With this kind of mindset, will they be fickle or unfaithful? Actually, they tend to lean more toward kindness. I treat everyone well, and I also hope everyone thinks highly of me. Oh, but what you still need to worry about is, of course, if there are signs of malice, a difficult nature, or if there are some flirtatious tendencies when other temptations come along, it's easy for them to go astray under others' flattery. But under normal circumstances, he does care about his reputation. In other words, at the very least, he wouldn't dare let others know, oh, so you're actually a manipulative flirt. He wouldn't dare to be like that. Now, about Huaji, when we talk about Huaji, we say it's a vacancy, meaning that the more you think about things, the more you overthink, the more empty it becomes. That's why we often say that when Tian Ji meets Huaji, intelligence can backfire, and that's the reason. You think a lot, and you need a lot at times. If it's child labor, oh, maybe it would be a bit better, but if it's for Kong, and then you add 2/3, and there's also Sha coming in, and if some Tao Hua star energy also converges, it's very easy for it to turn into, yeah, I want this and I want that too, and then I don't know what to do. Then when it comes to relationships, I might feel like, well, I don't actually love my ex-boyfriend that much, but he treats me really well. It's easy to get stuck in this kind of situation, caught up in these tangled emotions. All right, so in summary, for people with a Tianji star in their spouse palace, even if they experience splits in their relationships, just like split ends in hair, it's usually something they can't help. Because deep down, especially when the Tianliang star is in the opposite palace or the Tong palace, all they really want is to be a good person. But as we all know, it's not that easy to be a good person, right? Okay, thank you everyone. If our support rate is high, we'll immediately talk about the Tianji star. Another combination.